What's happening? This is the Tap In Podcast. We are live inside of the Tap In studio. We got a good one today, boy. Goodness, I love when I have my fellow comedians come in and chop it up with me, man.
Yeah.
Yo, you from Dallas?
Not originally, but I've been in Dallas like the longest.
Really?
So, yeah.
Where you originally from?
Oklahoma/Alabama.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. We got Alberta on the show. What's happening, man?
Thank you. What's up, Alberta? The exception. Yeah.
The exception.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alberta, the exception.
Yeah.
So how long you been in Dallas?
I've been in Dallas like 25, 26 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What made you come to Dallas?
My mom.
Really?
Yeah, my stepdad. My mom got married.
Oh, so you moved when you was real young.
Yeah, when I was like, like sophomore year.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
In high school?
So I was like 14. 15
okay.
Really 14 when I moved here.
Okay. So you didn't really
I've
have
been
no
here like
choice.
No, I ain't had no choice.
Yeah.
26 years.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, nah, and I didn't want to come. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was trying everything.
Really?
I'm so glad she got me up out of there, though.
Really?
Life would be so different.
How so? What was in? You said Oklahoma/Alabama.
Yeah. So my mom's side is from Oklahoma, and my dad's side is from Alabama. So I was born in Oklahoma, and then we moved to Alabama when I was real young, like 4 or 5, and then we left there when I was like 9. So, but my dad's side of the family is in Huntsville, Alabama. So, them my roots too, you know. So, then we moved back to Oklahoma and then lived a couple of different places in Oklahoma before we moved here. So,
Okay. Are you a country girl?
I am a country girl. Yeah, I am proud of it. You know, I get out there and mow the line. You know what I mean? Like, you can't miss me.
Okay.
Pull some weeds up. I'll do it all.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh, God damn.
Yeah.
Okay. And growing up in I guess in Oklahoma, that was the last place you came before you came here.
Yeah.
What was that like? What is Oklahoma like as a kid?
Man, as a kid, it's not a lot of us
Really?
in Oklahoma. Yeah, at least as a kid, you know. So when you do find us, you know, you kind of migrate to people that are like you know. But otherwise, like whenever we moved to a suburb of Tulsa called Broken Arrow, and I lived there, and I was like, it wasn't a lot of us there either.
That's the place where they bombed the Black Wall Street back in the day, right?
Oh yeah, Tulsa. Yeah.
Yeah. I heard the Broken Arrow. Yeah.
Broken Arrows. Yeah, it's a suburb of Tulsa. So yeah, it's grown a lot, you know, but. I really haven't even, you know, I still have friends, you know, connected, you know, Facebook, you connect with everybody. So I got a lot of friends from a lot of different places, you know.
Okay.
So yeah, but it was different because, like, even as a kid, I think I started kindergarten in Alabama. And so when I was there, I was here, I did pre-K. And I'm not here, but in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
And McAllister is actually my hometown. It's like southeast, real small. All we got is the penitentiary there. Oklahoma State Pen is the only thing that's really there. But yeah. So whenever I left there, and went to Alabama, as a kid I noticed the difference. Like in Alabama, instead of us being a minority, we were the majority, and I was excited. I remember like going back home, like most of my classmates are black. You know what I mean? So it's not just like 1 or 2 here and there. You know, so that was a different, you know, environment for me in Alabama, and then back to Oklahoma. You know, and then it was like, you know, but it really made me where I can really I can adjust. You know what I mean? Like I can be cool with anybody. I can really, you know, walk into any type of room and, you know, get along with people. So it really just helped me be a more diverse person.
Do you think that has an effect like you on your comedy?
Maybe.
Yeah.
It's possible, you know, cause like I try to think more like universally whenever I write, and I don't like to use the N word because it makes me uncomfortable if white people are in the
in the crowd.
In the crowd, like, you know. But I mean, I say it, you know, in life, but on stage, you know, that's something that I try to stay away from. You know, I might slip here and there and say it, but it's not like
every other word.
You know, it's not like, I mean, it might be one time the whole set, you know. So I really try to make a conscious effort not to say it because, like I say, I don't want you to think it's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's not. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how cool we are, but just, you know, that, and I played women's full contact football for 14 seasons.
What?
Yeah. So that really helped.
What league?
At that time it was, we played a couple different leagues. It was
That's not the same as like the lingerie league and then like
no, it's full contact.
Oh,
and right
dang.
now I coach.
Really?
I coach defensive backs for the women's league. Yes. Our team here is called the Texas Elite Spartans of the WNFC.
What?
The women's National Football Conference. So I coach now. I've been retired since like 2016 was my last season playing.
Wow.
Yep.
Where do they play at? The one you coach?
Frisco.
Frisco.
That's our home field. Yeah. We used to play out in Euless. But and then we played in Addison, and now we have, like, you know, we set up with the city of Frisco.
Wow.
Yeah.
So they got full contact pads, everything.
Yeah. WNFC.com. Go to WNFC.com. Yeah, we.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what is there an age range, or is once you got to college, it's kind of like professional?
Well, yeah, it's 18 and up.
Okay.
Yeah, so we've got a player that's, I think she just turned 50. And she's still out there. Yeah, she one of my DBs, and she go hard. Like, she works hard. You know, she posts her videos of her, you know, getting it in, you know what I mean, on the ladder and, you know, cone drills. Yeah, she in good shape, man. Like, you know, she ain't going to let nobody outwork her, you know.
What days do y'all play?
We play on Saturdays.
Saturdays?
Yeah, we're a spring league, so hopefully we had to miss the season because of COVID. But we back-to-back champions, you know.
What?
So, yeah, you know, so we do this.
I want to come to a game.
You got to come to a game.
I want to come to a game.
I'm going to plug you in. You got to come.
Yeah.
It's like I'm telling you, when you see it, you're going to be a fan. Like, because it ain't nothing like you expect.
Do you talk about this on stage?
A little bit. I used to talk about it a lot, and then I kind of took that piece out. I think I'm gonna add it a little bit back in. But
listen, that is so unique.
Yeah.
Like, ain't nobody talking about no female football league on stage. You know what I mean?
Right.
That'll set you apart like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
That is dope.
Yeah, I do. I got some material about it. Yeah.
That is dope.
Yeah, thank you.
God dang.
Yeah, WNFC.com. You have to check out our league. We're sponsored by Adidas. You know,
really?
Rydell. Yeah, we just started this league about, I think this is would be our third season if we, you know, had a season last year, but this year, but yeah, because we had to break off from the other league because people was trying to forfeit because they didn't want to play us, you know what I mean? Yeah. And, you know, it was just like having trash teams. Like, we want all elite teams, you know what I mean? Like, so it's good games, you know, stuff that you want to come watch. We blowing people out, you know, 90 to nothing, you know what I mean? Like, like basketball scores on them, you know. So yeah, but, you know.
So if somebody, if a woman is watching right now that wants to join the league, she just have to go to the website?
Yeah, go to WNFC.com. Yeah, and then look through the teams and find a team in your city, and bam.
Do y'all even get paid?
Reach out to them. Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. But it's coming. You know,
how do you get something like that, like on TV or something?
Well, we working on some stuff. You know? Yeah. So we starting to really partner more with the NFL now, and, you know, like there was a matter of fact, the season opener. It was one of our players in the commercial, the pre-commercial for the season opener of the NFL. One of our players from, I think it was one of our LA teams, like walked out of like she walked through the door, and, like, you know, she had like a little long braids and had her on her uniform. Yeah, like, you know, so Adidas is having us in commercials and stuff, you know, so it's really dope. Growing. Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope as fuck. Cause I know it was I don't even know the girl name, but it was a young lady that I think she was playing on a guy's team at one point. I want to say she was either a DB or, dang, I can't remember it.
The one that played college?
Yes.
Yeah. I think she was a DB. I think.
Yeah. I'm just
she got a scholarship, matter of fact.
Yeah. I'm just like, now here's something that might be a little controversial, right? Mm-hmm. Are there trans women that's coming out there and playing?
Trans women, as in guys, trans.
Yes.
Okay.
To women.
I have seen, there have been instances where yes. So that's a really touchy thing that I really, can't represent the league and talk about that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we have set rules, for that, because we don't feel that if you were born a dude and if you, after a certain time period have had, that done, then nah. You know what I mean? It'd be like Terrell Owens saying, you know what?
Come out there.
I'm about to ball again, Still like it ain't fair. Like, So we have rules in place now to protect us, because we don't want our sisters on the field, and we want it to be a fair playing field, so.
And I think that should just, if there are trans people that want to play football, I think there should be just a trans league for people who want to play football, who are still active in sports. So that way you don't take that away from them. But so it could at least even the playing field. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's,
because
it can go either way, you know, but definitely, where there's where you're given an advantage, you know what I mean? It should definitely be a situation where, because think about it, if you had a trans woman, you don't never see trans women, going and trying to play in the NFL.
Right,
you know what I mean?
right,
you know what I mean? You know what I mean? So it's a big difference, because there's not an advantage there, but you do see, it on the other side, which, so that's why we have to have some rules in place for it. Hey, we got love for everybody, and, be you, but, it just.
Yeah, we can't have that.
Yeah.
So back to you. I want to get back to you, because I can go on this female football league all day.
Yeah.
So how did you get into comedy? What made you start doing comedy?
Well, I had been wanting to do comedy for a long time, but I was scared. I was so scared. I'm talking about, I had severe stage fright. And and so, and I didn't know how to write jokes. I literally had a notepad of just, everything in the kitchen sink, just running together. And one of my friends who played football with me, we kind of wanted to get into comedy at the same time, we talked about it. And she went ahead and did it. She's doing really well. She was on Heart of the City season 3, Kalana Spiller. And so one day after practice, I was like, "Hey, dog, come check out what I wrote." You know what I mean? Come check it out. And I'm just reading it off. I ain't had no punchline setups or nothing. I was like, that. And she was just like, "You got a lot of material." You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, but I had wanted to do it for a long time, and she went on and did it. Me, I'm a Virgo. I'm analytical. I'm a perfectionist. You know what I mean? So I had to figure out how to do it. So I went to, which it doesn't exist any longer because of COVID and different things. But Dallas Comedy House, I went for a class there. They had stand up level 1, stand up level 2 to kind of ease you in there, show you how to kind of write, set up, punchline, rules, you know what I mean, stuff like that. And so I went there and I did that, and that helped a little bit with the confidence, but it still didn't get me where I wanted to be. So I kind of fell off, and then it's a comedian Q.
Yeah, I know Q.
Okay, yeah. So Q, that's the homie. So shout out to Q. One day he was like, I was kind of in the shadows. I was lurking, you know. You know what I'm saying? I was lurking in the shadows. I'm watching them. They was doing this sketch comedy thing out in Plano, and I went to, and Kalana was out there, and I went out there and watched them just lurking in the back.
Yeah.
And Q came up to me afterwards. He was like, you need to be on this stage with us, right? Because I had told him that I wanted to do it, and I had actually inboxed him one time, hey, Q, how do I do this? And he's like, well, you just write it like a monologue. I ain't know what no monologue was. I ain't know what no monologue was. I was like, all right, bet. All right, bet. So I ain't know. And then, so I was like, all right. So he put me on one of the sketch comedy, things they did. and I was super scared. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about like knees touching. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, just if my knees had teeth, they be chattering.
Yeah.
It was crazy. But yeah. So he, you know, put me on, and then he also gave me a guest spot. You know, with CJ Star on one of their shows. I threw everything in the kitchen sink. You know, and then just you know, then I just kind of kept, you know, kept working, you know, just kept working, and then Kehlani gave me a spot at the Improv on one of her shows, and like the first, now I ain't making no excuses, but like my first 2 minutes was terrible, right? And I couldn't remember my jokes. But like like I had a car accident like a few days before that, and I had a concussion, you know what I'm saying? So like, you know, and I played football, so I didn't had a few concussions, you know what I'm saying? So if I get one, I know that fuzzy feeling. But anyway, so I was like, I froze up for a minute, like the first, and that first 2 minutes was rough. It was hard. I was up there like, what?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Well, I know I wrote some jokes, man. Like, I ain't go like I thought it was gonna go. You know what I'm saying? But then I pulled it out. I was like, I pushed on through, and you know, somebody was like, dang, like, you keep working, you got some potential. And then after that, I just start getting out there. You know what I'm saying? Start going to open mics. Start, you know, doing stuff. Start, you know, being more around it, and you know, getting on stage, and then, you know, just kind of developing. And then at one point I was going to Arlington Improv for open mics and stuff, and then it was this comedian named Derek Jack.
Yeah, I know Derek.
That's my boy. And so he saw me. He had seen me a couple times, but he didn't talk to me the first few times. Like, he was just up there, you know, he was just posted up, just listening to everybody, whatever. And then one night after the show, he was like, hey, you got some good meaty material. He was like, it's just your structure. He was like, I'm gonna show you how to structure it. I was like, all right, bet. You know what I mean? So Derek Jack like took me under his wing and like showed me how to, you know, how to write it. Like, I already had jokes, I just didn't know how to structure. I'm like, once he did that, it was like, the light went off, you know, and I'm like, okay, you done taught me how to fish, you know what I'm saying? So after that, you know, so I definitely give him credit for, you know, for definitely giving me building that confidence. So I started doing more stuff, and then like once I started getting out there, and then I did one of Rashawn Jones shows, like a comedy competition, and like I came in fourth, right? But I was like a half point behind this dude that had been doing it for like 6 years. And so that helped build my confidence. I told him, I was like, and and like before the competition, like 3 weeks before that, you know BJ Kramer?
No.
Okay.
I don't know BJ.
He's a comedian. So BJ's funny. He had seen me at the Improv, and like I say, I had been working, you know, trying to get better and stuff. And he was like, hey, we all standing around talking after the set or whatever. And he was like, look, I heard you in that comedy competition. You know what I'm saying? Like, he tried to punk me, you know. He was like, yeah, I heard you in that comedy competition. He was like, I just want you to know I'm going to murder you. I was like, oh.
Challenge, nigga.
Yeah. And I'm an athlete, so, you know, I'm like, that just got me blowing. I said, oh. Okay. And I was like, man, and you know what? And honestly, BJ's cool. Like, BJ really helped build my confidence, not just from that, but whenever we had gone over to Kehlani's one time for her watch party for the Heart of the City show. And so we was over there, and then so me and him talking on the side, and I was like, hey, look, man, I was like, tell me, like, am I delusional like some of these other? Because, you know, if you go to an open mic, you know, you see some people and you be like, dang, like, is that me? You know what I'm saying? I was like, am I delusional like some of them? Like, do I? He was like, nah, like, you got it. And I was like, what? I was like, for real? He was like, nah, for real. Just keep working. You got it. And then, like I said, maybe a week or two later, he was like, yeah, I'm going to murder you. And I was like, oh. I took it as a challenge, but I also took it as a compliment, because I'm like, for him to even say that to me, makes me know that, you know what I'm saying, like, he see me as some type of competition, even though he talking, you know what I'm saying, he talking shit. So I was like, okay, bet. I couldn't wait. I got home, I'm just writing. I was working them 3 weeks. I couldn't wait. I'm like, oh yeah. I got something for BJ. And really, I got in the competition because I wanted to use it as a measurement for me. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to see how close I was to people that had been doing this way longer than me. You know what I'm saying? So So it really built my confidence to come in, you know what I'm saying, a half point behind him. And he was like, I was like, BJ, I thought you was going to murder me. He was like, no, I didn't say all that. I was like, bro, you said that. He was like, no, I shouldn't have said it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, but it was cool, you know what I'm saying? So that really helped. And so, like, every time I was on a show, like, whether it was with Derek Jack or that show, you know, somebody would see me that didn't know about me, and they'd be like, hey, I got a show coming up. I like you. I want you to be on my show. And then it just kind of kept rolling from there. And then, you know, and I just kept writing and kept working, and then just building, you know. And then I ended up doing the funniest comic in Texas competition. Made it to the, you know what I mean, made it to the semifinals. I was like, okay, that was another measurement for me right there. I was like, okay, you know what I mean? So just constantly kept going. And then, you know, Corona kind of slowed stuff down. I wanted to be doing a little bit more, you know, by this point, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, hey, it is what it is, and you just got to be thankful that.
And here's the thing about what comedy, or what I learned about comedy, that there's really no finish line for comedy. It's just every set you just doing your time, right? And every show you just in that little moment, but there's really no finish line for comedy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like even some of the biggest comedians, like I don't know, like Said and who are all the biggest comedians, right? There's not like where they just settled and they good. They still doing shows. They still working on material. You know what I mean? Even though they've probably made it, but there's no ending to it. You know what I mean? So yeah. How long you been doing it now?
Really, I really started like 2018. End of 2018 is when I really started. I tried to start around 2016, and then I was like, I kind of poked my head in there, like say lurking in the shadows, and then be like, hey, why don't you do this guest spot? Like, all right, I did it like 2 times, and then like after that, you know, that show that I did, Kilana's, I was like, yeah, I'm about to really just dive in here, man. I quit my job. I was like, I need to focus. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't even good at comedy yet. Like, you know what I'm saying? I quit my job before I was even good. Like, if that ain't faith, you know what I'm saying? Yes. If that ain't faith, Lord, I don't know. Thank you, Lord. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like, and I'm gonna tell you, like, I had my first, like showcase after my comedy class, right? And some of my coworkers came from my job that I had just quit. Man, it was trash. Like, I was so scared. Like, I was so scared that I wouldn't even take the microphone out of the stand. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm just like doing, and I'm a mover. You know what I mean? Like, I move around when I'm talking. Like, you know, and I'm handsy. You know? Yeah. And I was just like microphone in the stand.
You was nervous in the motherfucker.
I was so nervous. It took a little bit for me to even take the microphone out of the stand. You know what I mean? So like to see my progress, like in my growth in comedy, like I'm really proud of myself, and I'm really thankful for everybody that contributed. Yeah,
listen, man, like this comedy game is fun, and it's like for me it was like therapy. It was like a release. You know what I mean? Like, cause I'm more introverted, right, with all my thoughts and feelings. Yeah. So for me to be able to get on stage, it was like a release, kind of like, you know what I mean, like all this silly shit that I was thinking about, all these things that cause mine was more observational comedy, you know what I mean. But I don't know, cause it's like, at times I miss doing comedy, and at times I'm like, I don't feel like getting out there and running around the street and going to show, and you have to be everywhere. I'm old now. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't old.
I'm old now.
You seasoned.
Yeah. I just don't want to. I didn't want to be out there chasing that microphone no more. You know what I mean?
I hear you.
And I love comedy. Like, I love watch comedy. Yeah. Like, I love seeing people progress. Like, if I had the choice, I would love to like help somebody, like just write jokes and punch up jokes, and you know what I mean. Oh, here, man, this is what you could say right here. I would love to do that. Yeah. But for me getting on stage, like I don't know. And I think comedians, I think we are so hard on our own selves. More than like any other audience, more than people that's in the audience. Yeah, And so I think I was harder on myself where I know I was growing in comedy. Like I had been able to do some things in comedy, like get on TV and a little bit on it. But for the most part, it was like I didn't feel or I didn't see myself growing in the comedy space. But I guess because I was so close to it. But for other people, they was like, yo, Donte, you funny. You just need to stick to just doing your jokes. Because sometimes I like to live on the edge a little bit. When I was on stage, I thought the best shit in the world is when you could tell when it's right off the top of your head. That's when I loved doing comedy, when it was like, yo, I ain't practiced this shit. This shit just came off the top. You know what I mean? Because then that's when I enjoy it.
Yeah.
But I just hated to be like in a structure, like, okay, I'm going to do this joke, this joke, this joke. And then I had to realize, you know what? If I just give me a structure, I could deviate away from that structure.
Right.
And then I could come back. You know what I mean? I could come back on it. And that's what I really like. That's when I really was like, yo, this shit is, I'm loving this shit now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I did comedy for about 15 years.
Oh yeah, you did a long time.
Yeah, I started in college. That's where I started. And it was, my first show ever was horrible.
For real.
Probably my worst show ever. But it was a teachable moment. You know what I mean? It was teachable where I learned like, oh, because I went to Prairie View, right? And at homecoming, they bring comedians to the show. I asked to get on. They was like, all right, we're going to give you 3 minutes. I was like, okay, bet. I could kill 3 minutes.
It's longer than you thought.
Yes, it is. I was like, I could kill 3 minutes. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
And so I went up. My whole school, some of the students, they knew me already. You know what I mean? So at first they was happy for me, and then when I didn't start doing good, niggas was turned on me.
Turning their back and stuff.
No, they Prairie View boo you. Prairie View boo. Yeah. They boo the shit out of me. But and then I was ready to go home. I was like, man, fuck this. I want to leave before anybody see me, before the show is over. But my sister had came to visit the school, so she wanted to stay.
Yeah.
And then I got to watch Earthquake perform.
Okay.
I got to watch I think it was Coco Brown, and I forget what the other dude named that he does music. He does like beatboxing music. I forget his name.
Jay Lamont.
Jay Lamont.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
He was on the show, so I got to watch them, and I was like, oh, okay. That's how you do that shit. Yeah.
I swear, my first time on stage, I ain't know you had to like, I thought you just get up there and like kind of think about, you know, what jokes you gonna say, but then just get up there and just kind of freestyle and I ain't know.
Nah, it's a whole art form.
I ain't know though. And I got up there, I went to one of Q's open mics like somewhere in Dallas. I don't even remember what it was called. But anyways, I went out there. Q let me get up on stage. Like, I think it was something like 3 minutes. That's why I know that 3 minutes is long.
It don't seem long, but that shit, when you
I got up there, oh my God. And I used to smoke, you know what I mean? So I had smoked before I got up there and everything, you know, so I ain't knowing it. I just, you know, I need to be focused. I got up there and I was sitting up there like I had forgot what I wanted to say. And then I was like, I swear I was pacing. You know what I'm saying? I was just pacing. It wasn't even a lot of room, and I was just like pacing. You ever seen a dog trying to find a spot to shit? Like, that's what I look like. Like, I was just looking for a spot. And, man, it was so bad. And I was like, and I had my best friend there. I had another one of my friends and two of my teammates and another one of my friends there. And one of them had the video camera. I thought it was going to be hot. You know what I mean? She had did my hair earlier that day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought it was about to go down. Like, oh, I'm going to blow up tonight. You know what I'm saying? Blowing up tonight, you know. And man, and that's hard. Like, when your friends just, you know, when it's quiet, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't want to say nothing negative.
Yes.
And like, but my boy was like, you know what? Next time, I'm gonna just go up there and do terrible, and then it's gonna open it up for you. Like, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna go up that way. I'll be worse than you. That don't make me feel better. What do you mean? Like, no, that ain't how it go. Man, but yeah, that was my first time, and I was like, man, that's why I was like, shoot, I gotta have a class. Like, he telling me do a monologue. I don't even know what
what's a good book though that just help me with my structure. It's a book called The Comedy Bible.
I seen somebody with that book.
Yeah,
okay.
It's the Comedy Bible because it just helped me structure my jokes and how to format them, where to put the intro, the setup, the punchline. That helps me like with my structure because I'm kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
But when I know, okay, I need to do the setup here, do the, you know what I mean, give it like a little background, a little story, and then hit them with the punchline. It helped me structure all my shit. Good.
Yeah. That's what's up. Yeah, I look up to a lot of people. Like celebrity is another person I look up to, and because like he just has so much fun on stage. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, I want to have fun like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and he can just stop and just, you know, off the top. You know, I'm like, man, I'm trying to get there because right now I'm so like you, well, the opposite of what you were saying. Like, you know, I like structure. You know what I'm saying? Like I used to, I don't do it no more, but I used to write out my whole set, like, because I wanted to.
Word for word?
Word for word. Period. All of that. You know, so like everything. The calm, I knew what everything was because I wanted to memorize it the way that I write it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted to say, but now I don't even, I just like, you know, I done got better with it where I'm like, okay, I could just do this and bullet point it and be like, okay, I know what I'm talking about.
When you were saying it on stage, were you reading it in your head back to the audience?
I was trying, like, you know what I mean? I was just like, okay, yeah, this go like this. And then boom, boom, you know what I mean? Like, this is next, you know what I mean? This is next, you know what I'm saying? Like, talking about just all the way Virgo mode on it. But yeah, no, it's definitely developed. And like I say, I'm just really thankful for the people that God has put in my life to help, you know, to help me grow. You know, 'cause I'm just like, I'm getting close, you know what I mean? And I'm like to where I want to be, and so that I can really start putting myself out there even more. And, you know, start getting out.
What's your I know it's probably too soon for you to even think about this, but what would you say like your ultimate goal? Like, where would you want to take your comedy? Like, if you just had to this is where I want to go.
Do you mean like as far as like city, place
No.
Oh, I
career
want a TV
wise.
show.
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean? Like a Martin, you know, type setup.
Okay. Like a sitcom.
Like I want a sitcom.
Okay.
Yes,
based around your life.
My life, yeah.
Okay.
I got some kids. I got a mama that be mispronouncing stuff all the time. I got all kind of, you know what I mean? Like I just surrounded by characters, you know.
Okay.
So yeah, that's.
Yeah. Okay. Cause I like the. I'm a big believer in, you know, your mouth is powerful than most anything. You speak something in existence.
Yeah.
That shit. You keep speaking it in existence, it's gonna come true.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I've been saying it. Like say even before I knew how to write a joke, I'm like, I gotta have a sitcom. You know what I mean? And like I see it. I see stuff manifesting around me. You know, I see people doing big things. You know, and I look at like, you know, Little Rail got his show. You know, and I just like, okay. You know, and then I just see different people like, okay, they got a show. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what's the dude's name? The big Hispanic dude. What's his name? Fluffy. You know
Fluffy.
Yeah, you know, he got his show. You know, I just think about different people that's got a show. I'm like, man, this is possible. And they're no different than me, you know. So it's like I just got to keep working at it. Man.
Well, let me tell you the biggest thing that helped me when I was coming up in the ranks, Rodney Perry, right? He told me, he was like, yo, whatever you got to do, go to these other cities, travel and make friends with people, other comics in other cities, and do their show. So that way you will know if your material is regional or if it transcends. No matter where you go, they fucking with you.
Yeah.
So that's the one thing that I really like took hold to.
Yeah.
And it was like one summer I was just like, you know what, fuck it. I'm just going. I went to Atlanta. I went to New York. I went up to this when I was in LA. I went up to Northern California, and I was just traveling everywhere, meeting these people and just getting on their stage and making connections. So because you always gonna go back, you know what I'm saying? You always at some point people gonna come fuck with you, or they gonna come to Dallas. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you want to make those connections in other places, so that way your net worth is spread out versus just being known in Dallas. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So you gotta, and it may cost you a little money. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
it may cost you a little money.
Yeah, that's expected for sure. But I mean, it's an investment in yourself, though.
Absolutely.
You know, so and that was like one of my things. That was one of my goals for this year, is to start traveling to different places. So it's like confirmation that you even said that.
Yeah.
And then like say, earlier this year, like, you know, things started off pretty fast, and then bam, Corona hit and just like shut everything down, you know. So I just really started back getting on stage in July, you know.
Okay.
And so so I'm like, but I've been doing shows, you know, so it's just like, all right, time to ramp back up. So what I was expecting for this summer is gonna have to be next summer.
Yeah.
You know?
Are you doing any virtual shows?
Yeah, I have a virtual show on this Sunday at the Plano Comedy Festival.
Oh, okay.
Yep, 7 p.m. Sunday. Yeah.
Cool. You know, a good person to hit is, she live in Houston, Keisha Hunt.
I'm gonna be on a show with her next month, November 19th at the Improv.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna meet her.
Hit Keisha. Keisha always got some shit going on, and Keisha is funny as fuck.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to meeting her. Whenever I was told I'm gonna be on that show with her, I was like, okay, I've been hearing about her. I'm looking forward to, you know, to finally meeting her. So that'll be, and Coco, you mentioned Coco Brown. She's gonna be hosting the show.
Really?
Yeah. It's called the show is called All Hell, like All AWWW.
Yeah.
Hell, the Queens, and then it's so it's Keisha Hunt, Angelia Walker, Lisa Love, Coco Brown is hosting it, and it's to benefit pancreatic cancer, and it's for an organization called Ball Mama with Steph Michelle. So yeah,
that's November 19th.
November 19th at the Arlington Improv.
Arlington Improv,
yep,
November 19th. Okay.
Yep.
Y'all make sure y'all go get y'all tickets, man.
Yep.
Alberta gonna be in the building.
Hit me up. You know, $15 pre-sales or $20 at the door. You know, at Berta B24.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Who do you look to, like, in the comedy game that's not in your circle, like somebody that you look to, like, you know what, I like what they're doing. I want to implement some of that into my comedy, whether it's male or female.
Well, I like Lil Rel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I do. I like how, for me, since I'm so well, I'm getting better. I done got better. You know, but as far as like being nervous and, you know, focused, like I want to be where I'm just having fun on stage, but still, you know, I got my structure, but I'm enjoying it. You know what I mean? So, and just listening to him, like, he really be enjoying it, and he had that funny ass laugh. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, you know, but I really like Lil Rel. But yeah, I mean, of course, Kevin Hart is doing some huge things. You know, because I just, you know, I like the fact that he's not just, you know, not just a comedian, but he's also, you know, him and his crew, you know, are putting other people on, you know, and that's where I want to be. You know, I don't want to just offer myself. You know, I want to be able to be like, hey, you know what, you know, I like this, like, you know, because I'm always watching people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I be watching people. They don't even, not like in no stalker type way, you know what I mean? But I be watching people. I watch the way people move, you know, and whether I want to interact with that person or not, you know, whether I want to deal with that person in the future. I listen to people even when they don't think that I'm listening. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I see what type of person that is. Is that somebody that, you know, I want to do business with in the future or have on my team in the future, you know? So so I'll be watching all of that. But yeah, I definitely want to be a person that puts people in position to change their life and, you know, generational wealth for their families, because it's really about, you know, not just about you, it's about pulling other people up with you, you know. So
yeah, I think comedy is kind of like the music business. You know what I mean? I think it's kind of like the music business, where I think there needs to be some kind of like a union for comedians. Like, you have to be doing it for X amount of years in order to join the union, or have X amount of TV credits or something that you get into the union, and it's its own union. It's not the SAG union. It's just a comedy union. You know what I mean? I think there needs to be something like that needs to happen, because people like I mean, you only be doing like two, let's say 2.5 years, right? I think after X amount of hours, 5 hours, something, you need to be able to be eligible to enter into the comedy union, and that way you could quit your job, you'll have benefits, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could do something where you won't just be fucked up, because these comedy clubs that you perform in, they making money.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whether you make it or not, if the audience is in there watching you, they're making money. So somehow, some way, the comedians need to reap those benefits, whether it's either them getting paid that night, or down the road when they get their chops up and they get enough hours that they can be inside the comedy union, so they can have benefits, dental, medical, whatever.
Yeah,
I think it's some. I think it need to be something like that.
Yeah,
that's
a good.
That's put in place.
Yeah.
And I also think that comedians should start something where they can get paid off of using their voice, like a podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like something where you use your audio, you get royalties or something.
Let's go and start it out today. You know what I mean? $59.99 for the day session. You know what I'm saying? We're going to start it off. Thank you very much. I didn't even know I was going to be paid for this today. You said it.
Yeah, I'm just saying it needs to be something where it's a setup though.
Yeah. For
comedians to get paid for their content. Right. And I don't know if it's like a YouTube thing or if it's a Apple Music thing, but somehow, yes, I'm just thinking somehow they need to get paid or be able to monetize them using their voice in some way. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Without having to see, but I don't know how would that work?
We have to write it down.
I'm just thinking
like see, I'm a Virgo. We got to write it down. We got to look at it. We got to write it down, look at it, brainstorm, put some bullet points.
Yeah, because you would have to become your own business. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You would have to be like a
LLC.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So that way they can.
Oh yeah,
that way they can pay you.
That's doable.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's doable.
Yeah,
I mean, really, whenever you. Okay, I don't know where that scratch came from. I'm just like, where did that scratch come from on my arm? All right, sorry. But I mean, like if you do a show at the Improv, I mean they make you fill out a W-9 form. You know what I mean? So it's like if you getting paid for that show, So I mean, I don't even know if you necessarily have to have an LLC, but you think?
I mean, I guess for the union or the benefits. More like,
I'm talking about as far as getting royalties. Paid for the voice, using your voice on something. It should be, I mean, maybe a contract. I don't know how you do that. But I mean, I guess it would be a contract. Just contract it. If you use my voice, because somebody has to, well, maybe not, no.
I don't know, because I guess I'm thinking about it in the way that musicians, when they record something, it could be licensed out to different places, you know what I mean? But I guess I guess they do that like on Sirius radio, where if you got a joke, you record it, they could take your joke and put it on the radio. Yeah, you know what I mean?
But do they pay you?
Yeah.
Oh, they do?
Yeah. Every time your joke come on the radio, they pay you. Oh. Unlike Tommy, this nigga ain't paid me yet.
Tommy who?
Nephew Tommy.
Oh, that's my dude too.
Nigga ain't paid me yet.
He ain't paid you yet?
He had me doing one of them skits on the radio and ain't paid me yet, man. I'm still looking for my check, Tommy.
Hit him up.
My check.
He good for it.
Shit.
That's the homie too. Yeah.
But yeah, when you go and do skits and shit like that, or do something on radio, yeah, you should get paid for that some kind of way.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to think, how do comedians from Dallas, how do they, I guess, blow up, or how do they make it?
Well, I mean, like, celebrity tours with Nephew Tommy, so so that's when Black Ron, ended up doing Heart of the City, and he moving around doing a whole lot, right now, and so I guess you just gotta kind of get out there. It's really getting out, like you said, getting outside of Dallas, and or getting seen on that national level, where you can, but right now it's not like.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's not doable now because.
I mean, anything is doable. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, just putting the content out there. It's just really, doing that and getting more exposure is really it. To more people than just here in the Dallas area. Were
you a part of that Dallas versus Houston comedian thing?
No, I wasn't. I saw it. No, I saw that, but no, I wasn't a part of that.
Did Celebrity start that?
Yes. He did. He did.
Do you know the backstory or what happened?
I'm trying to think who it was he went after. Dang, was it what's the dude's last name? Sorrell. What's his?
Billy Sorrells?
Yeah. Yeah, it started with them two. And then, I think Celebrity did like a video that said, really, Dallas really the one, got the comedians and this and that. And then I think he tagged him in it, and then Billy Sorrells got, the rest of them from Houston and did their video. And then Dallas end up doing the video back towards them.
Yeah. I gotta say that Houston has some monsters.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got some monsters.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a trip down there.
Yeah, Houston got some monsters, man.
Yeah, I heard, but I really think that's where how Tommy saw Celebrity in went to Houston, to do some comedy. So
yeah,
and then end up getting picked up.
Yeah. I remember, I think I started around the time that Tommy was getting on the radio, when he was first getting on the radio with Steve Harvey.
Yeah, I remember when he was doing the street team. That's when I met him. Like,
really?
Yeah. So I've been knowing him for a long time. Like, we've been cool a long time. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. So what else is going on? Alberta?
Well, I'm sitting up here looking at this blood pop. Tell me about that.
Oh yeah, that's the Killer Mike. Killer Mike had a show on Trigger Warning called No, he had a show on Netflix called Trigger Warning.
Okay.
And where he was talking about how white gangs being able to be a viable business, they are able to sell merchandise where you could buy and where they can actually have an income. Where Crips and Bloods don't have nothing, a commodity where you can actually sell to people.
Other than crack.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's illegal.
Yeah.
So they trying to legalize the, what you got? You want to taste some of it?
Yeah, let me hit that blood pop.
Let me grab one of these cups.
Yeah, pour me up.
Get some of that ice. And I'm going to give you 2 cups so you can taste each one of those.
I don't want to be biased. Let me
let
me taste them both.
Yeah.
He's up. All right. That's my old life.
Is there gang? There's gangs. Are they?
Gangs are everywhere.
And those gangs in Oklahoma.
You gotta think about it's people that migrate to different cities. You know what I'm saying? From California, so that stuff happens.
To me, go ahead, pop one open.
Right.
Or you know what? Let me do it, cause this shit.
You know what I got? Here.
You got a thing?
Bam. Yep. Get that.
Yeah. Pop that thing.
Yeah, it ain't like I don't drink all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you show prepared.
Well, this just souvenirs from Aruba. I see.
Let me see.
I don't even use it. Hold on, let me take this off. Yeah. Oh, it's a twist top?
Yeah, it's twist.
Come on.
Yeah, it's twist, but you can do both. You can either do either one.
I'm saying you had me struggling over there with my.
Yeah. And then taste that one is the Crip Cola.
All right, Crip Cola, and I'm gonna tell y'all which one best, and I ain't gonna be biased.
Yeah.
All right.
I think you already biased.
You think so?
I do.
Can I get that
what?
paper towel?
Yeah.
It's a little drizzle. Thank you.
Yep. I feel like you already biased with the Bloods.
No.
I feel like you already biased.
I mean, you got the red cup, so. So who's biased, really? All right, just because I ain't biased, I'm going to try the Crip Cola first.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah. Give your true and honest assessment.
Okay. Crip Cola.
What does that taste like?
It tastes like grape Fanta.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Grape
so
Fanta.
If you like grape Fanta, black people.
Okay.
All right, I'm finna try this.
You getting excited for the blood pop? I don't know why. You getting excited for the blood pop?
Finna try this B-Dog pop, this Paru pop, this Damu pop. I mean, just.
What that taste like?
Let me take one more swig of that B-Dog pop.
I feel like you was an ex-gangbanger in your past life. That's what I feel like. I feel like.
All right.
Which one?
Right. So, the blood pop tastes like, I would say, like a cherry cola.
Okay.
And then you got the Fanta grape.
Okay. Which one is more your steed? Taste wise.
All right.
Taste like.
First of all, I like the paisley print.
Oh, okay.
You know, on the blood pop. It's
okay.
Just, it pops.
You can have that if you want.
For real?
Yeah, take it.
Okay.
If that's the one you like. But if you like the Cripple Coda, you can take that one.
No, you keep that one. You keep that one, send that one to Snoop or something. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Recipes, Nip. You know what I'm saying? I roll with the B-Dog. For my personal, hold on, let me just.
Yeah. Which one is that?
This the Cripple Cola.
Oh, okay.
The Cripple Cola is cool. You know what I mean? But I roll with the blood pop.
I feel like it's biased shit going on.
Saying, you know, and it matched the cup, you know, red cup.
The drink is like a brown.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's kind of even like almost reddish. Let me get that little circle.
Like reddish?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you like the blood pop better?
Yeah, I like the blood pop.
Okay. Okay.
Support.
Go ahead, yeah.
Support.
Yeah.
All right,
support
cool.
black companies.
Yeah, support black companies. That's what we doing. But I will finish drinking that.
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
That Nip Cola.
Yeah, that's right. Neighbors.
Oh, see how we doing? We up in here banging, y'all. We banging.
No, not at all. Not
He
at
threw it
all.
up. He threw it up.
Oh man, Alberta, this has been fun, man.
Yeah,
this has been fun,
it.
man.
We done talked about football. We done talked about comedy. You know.
I want to come to one of them games, man.
You got to.
I want to come to the one of them
I'm gonna
games.
hit you up and be like, here's the schedule.
Yeah.
We play in the spring, so we start in April. We usually end like in July. So.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be championships usually in July.
And is it that which Frisco stadium is it?
I don't even know because we didn't get a chance to play.
Oh, okay.
You know, so I haven't been out there yet for that.
Yeah, let me know because I definitely want to come. Like, I feel like if I either I don't smoke, but if I smoke and go out there, I think I'll be laughing and have a good time.
Look,
it's not like that.
No, listen.
It's real athletes.
Come on, man.
I'm just saying, is it real athletes?
You really did us like that?
I just saying.
Oh, Lord. This is bigger than Bloods and Crips right here now. You being disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? You being disrespectful to the female athletes.
Disrespect. No disrespect.
Listen.
No,
we
go
got
ahead.
athletes.
Okay.
Our squad is called the Texas Elite Spartans. You know what I'm saying? We are 2-time champions. Okay. Really 3-time champions because the league we left, the year we left, we had won a championship. You know what I'm saying? So we do this. You know what I'm saying? We got athletes. We got a former WNBA player. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, I'm Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying? First ever Women's Football Hall of Fame 2018.
Really?
Yeah. We do this. Like, we athletes. Like, I'm telling you, you're going to be pleasantly surprised. You ain't even going to be laughing. You're going to be like, whoa, she fast and she hit hard. Like, look. Hey.
Yeah.
Our old line is like 300 plus.
Really?
And they athletes like can move. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, this ain't just no little Pop Warner stuff you finna come witness. You know, this is real deal. You know what I'm saying? So Texas Elite Spartans, WNFC.com. Yeah.
I'm definitely whenever y'all get started back up, I want to come to at least one game.
All right.
Yeah, I want to come.
I'm gonna hit you up. I'm gonna come pick you up. Hey,
please
come on,
do.
we're going to the stadium.
Yeah, please do. Hit me up because I'm definitely coming. Right. I'm definitely coming to a game.
And I'm taking this blood pop. Thank you, Killer Mike.
Yeah. Yo, man, thank you, Alberta, for tapping in with me, man. I appreciate y'all.
I appreciate you. My pleasure.
Yeah. Yo, this has been the Tap In Podcast, man. We out of here. Holla.